Namaste everyone, and for today's Qigong challenge, our next of the Jibengong series that we've been doing through these daily practices to try and introduce new movements, is going to be another one that's going to get us nice and grounded in our body. Okay, this one's in a bow and arrow stance. Okay, this one's called Heavenly Bow. So again, we're going to be like we were the other day in our wide-legged stance, where the knees are bent to kind of 45 degrees or a degree that's comfortable, so we're not overly down and crouched. It's a nice comfortable position. And again, you can focus that tailbone. Imagine that tailbone at foot going down back at 45 degrees behind you. You could imagine that, just to bring some awareness to that, can take a bit of pressure off of the knees and the legs. So we're in our nice wide stance. We're trying to keep the spine nice and upright. Okay, because we're going to be kind of turning again, staying in that nice upright position. So a lot of these movements are about bringing a twist into the waist level. Okay, and this is the Dao Yin. This is the opening, the stretching of the fascia and the connective tissue. So it's quite subtle, which I quite enjoy about the Dao Yin. So for flying hands, we had our hands like this. For this one, like with yesterday's, with the cow gazing up at the moon, we've got our stand like a tree stance. Okay, and we're lifting in the crown, got our knees bent, and we're going to kind of stay in this nice bent stance the whole time as we turn. Again, just a slight turn with the foot. And once we get to this point, this is where our arms are going to change. So we're going to take the arm that's nearest this side. So as we've turned, the arm that's now closest to this wall, closest to the wall of your back, you're going to take the arm, you're going to bring it up, and we're going to create a bit of an arrow with our fingers. So we're going to take those last two fingers and the thumb, and we're going to maintain some pressure, but we're not making them white. It's just to bring some awareness to those fingers, and the other two fingers are going to face forward. So we've turned, and we're going to cross. This is our inner gate. Okay, so it's going to cross our inner gate point just below the wrist. We're bringing them to cross like this as we're upright, and then we're going to bring this fist back, and as we do, the front arm extends, the back arm comes back to chest level and brings us back to facing forward, and we come back to center. I'm going to turn to the other side, but I'll do it again this way. So you turn to the other side, and you're going to take the arm facing the back wall, you're going to take them two fingers up, maintaining that slight pressure, draw the fist back. And this one is about sending out our intentions. So with our Heavenly Bow, we're going to turn, and as we look down along the arm, we're going to imagine sending out positive thoughts. We're looking at the horizon, we've got our sights in focus. It might be an intention to manifest something in your life, it might be an intention for an aspect of your qualities or relationships, and you send that arrow out there, that intention, you're sending that with a positive feeling to the horizon, and then you're letting it go, you're giving it to the universe, and you're trusting that that arrow is going to find its target. You've done your bit with the intention. Now you're going to allow and trust that the skill that you've sent out with your bow practice is going to bring you back what you've sought. So Heavenly Bow is a nice one to open the chest, to get a nice twist in the spine, nice and subtle. Give it a practice, find what feels good for the knees. You can move the toes slightly outwards if that's more comfortable in the knees as you squat. So find what feels good, let me know how these goes, and have a play with these. These are ones, the Dao Yin, are going to open and stretch the body, so there's greater mobility and space before you move on to further positions and practices. Consistency and practice can be a gift. So take care, find what feels good, and I'll see you for tomorrow's practice.